It's the book of Alpha running me, nigga. Read it or weep.
As men, we've always been told that beauty is in the eye of the beholder. That's not totally true. We'll talk about that now. Let's chop it up. Now, I'm going to be perfectly honest with you about some things, man. There is a universal standard of beauty. As men, we all generally tend to accept beauty in the same light. Pretty much. There isn't too much deviation between what men in America think is beautiful and what men in other countries think is beautiful when you take away the societal brainwashing. You see, if you live in the deep South, the majority of women are overweight. And so you may be more likely to think that a woman has an amazing body and she's a little bit thicker than she would be in California for a man to think she has an amazing body. And even more so a man in Europe or a man in Africa to think that she has an amazing body. But when it comes to beauty, we're talking about her face. When you look at her face, we all tend to have the same outlook on beauty. So though you may not ever have viewed Halle Berry as the most beautiful woman in the world, like she's been judged and rewarded so many times, you have never looked at Halle Berry and said she is but ugly. We can all agree that Halle Berry has some level of beauty. As a black man, when we're talking about Megan Good, we can all agree that Megan Good had at least some level of beauty. That wall is being really rough on her, but we won't get into that right now. So I'm asking you this, man. Why is it that we believe that beauty is in the eye of the beholder? And now, what that has done, it has put us in a state of mind in this society where we're willing to accept any woman as worthy of our presence, as worthy of having a position in our lives, or as worthy of having a position on our teams, as worthy of laying beside us in our bed. And some of us have gone as far as to make these women worthy of standing beside us at the end of an aisle in front of a priest, saying, "I do." I'll tell you, man, beauty is not in the eye of the beholder. When we see a sunset, there are regular sunsets and there are beautiful sunsets. We all agree when we see a beautiful sunset. I've never heard anyone say, "No, that sunset doesn't look that good. I've seen better. It's absolutely a terrible looking sunset." I've never heard a man say that. I've never seen a man in a coastal area looking at a beautiful scene, beautiful white beaches, beautiful blue water, beautiful women, beautiful terrain, palm trees everywhere. I've never heard a man say, "Well, it's okay. It's not, I wouldn't call it beautiful. It looks, no, not so much." We have a similar understanding of what beauty is. And we only deviate from that when it comes to women. Now, ask you, why is that? Why is it that in a society that's supposedly run by men, we have been forced to accept that women who aren't beautiful are, that women who aren't fit are, that women who are overweight aren't? Everything we've ever viewed as detrimental to a woman's beauty, overall beauty anyway, we've been coerced into accepting those things as positive attributes. They have taken they've taken shame in language like shallow. They've replaced the depth of understanding a man wants a beautiful woman into calling that same man shallow. But if a woman wants a provider, she is just being where the woman has been traditionally. Men, we must stop allowing ourselves to be taken advantage of in this society. To be told that who we are is not good enough, but who a woman is always above and beyond the call of duty. That her value always exceeds what it needs to in order for her to be sufficient for any man. That is why men who have their pick of women, who tick all the boxes, will still find themselves laying down regularly with 3s and 4s. That is why a man who has many experiences with 8s and 9s, 9.4s, will find himself marrying a 6. Because he has been told that beauty's in the eye of the beholder and beauty's only skin deep and all of those things. Yes, beauty's only skin deep. The goal is to find a woman who is beautiful inside and out. You do not have to settle for a woman who is beautiful inside but terrible looking outside. But no, that's not what this society wants you to believe. It wants you to believe that you are a man, that you are the definition of a man if you accept a woman who is not that beautiful outside, but has a great personality. Let me tell you something about personality. I ain't never been aroused by personality unless it was wrapped in a visually pleasing package. And if you really think about it, neither have you. Beauty is only in the eye of the beholder when the beholder is viewing beauty from someone else's standard other than their own. Y'all comment down below and let me know what you think about this topic, man. I'ma head on out of here. Holla at y'all a little bit later. Peace. Like this video on your way out if you enjoyed the content. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. When you subscribe, click that notification bell. Make sure your notifications are on so you can be alerted to when I upload some more of this real shit. And as always, alphas up, betas down. Peace.